Psyop, late night psyop. Calm down. You've been duped. You all been duped. And there's nothing you can do. Oh, let night fire up the psyop, don't stop. Calm down. Don't get triggered like a little beach. Calm down. For a psyop, late night psyop. Calm down. You've been duped. You all been duped. And there's nothing you can do. Late night psyop, the psyop don't stop.
I wasn't gonna do anything right now, but I just seen this video and I'm like, man, fuck this fool. Check it out. Hold on. Let me find hold on a second. Alright. Alright. This dude, Jimmy Dore, he's pretty good. He used to suck. He used to be part of TYT, which was a break off from CNN, allegedly. And basically they're just like the left wing talking points. And they're garbage when it comes down to it. But he broke off with them, and he's a little more legit. But he has this fool on his show, Metzger, who is a conspiratard, but Flat Earth is just too much for him. Flat Earth, he can't handle Flat Earth. He gets super triggered by Flat Earth. He gets super triggered by NASA stuff. He thinks that there is this hold on, man. Let me fix it. What the fuck? Something's wrong with this. Hopefully this is loud enough. It doesn't look like it's loud enough. turn it up a little. All right. Anyway, he's super triggered by flat Earth, so-called flat earthers. If you're into the whole flat Earth thing, if you're like a real person, you don't call yourself a flat earther. You just recognize that you're not on a globe, and that shit is fucking retarded. And if you've never looked into it, obviously he hasn't, then to just dismiss it or to refer to the gatekeepers, the people put in place like David Weiss, also known as Flat Earth Dave, or Mark Sargent, or to refer to them as if these people speak for everyone that's into this, is it's a straw man attack, right? And it's low intelligence. It's super low level intelligence. It just shows how fucking stupid you are, and you suck. And Jimmy Dore should really get rid of you because you suck in every way. And you promote really stupid stuff like the secret space program, which is really, when you really look into the secret space program, all it is regurgitated UFO. It's all the UFO people like Linda Moulton Howell and Bob Lazar and all the same, these people that keep talking about disclosure and UFOs are real and aliens. All that shit is a government. All it's ever been since 1947 is this government campaign using provocateurs and then a bunch of useful idiots to promote it. And then it's also promoted in movies, like Close Encounter. The best movie is Close Encounters. That movie's like really good. Even though it's all nonsense, it's a really good movie. The new movie he's coming out with looks really stupid. E.T. was stupid. It was like a kid's movie. Most of the Alien movies suck ass. Aliens was just like an action movie. Star Wars was like an action movie for kids and teenagers. It was good. It was probably the best action movie about space. All the other ones are pretty stupid. Star Trek is for nerds and trying to be plausible. But yeah, it's all nonsense. It's all stupid. When you look into it, there's no evidence whatsoever for any aliens ever. There's evidence for advanced technology. That's it. That's all there's evidence for. And it's most likely our country. It could be some break-off civilization, possibly. I doubt it. It's probably our shit. That's so secret that even our own pilots don't know about it. That's all. That's all it is. How is it there's never been no fucking legit evidence of aliens ever? It's all been stories. It's all been bullshit. The alien autopsy shit is bullshit. The Slim Bob shit is bullshit. All of it is bullshit, bro. It's stupid. But anyway, I'll play this a little bit.
Now, a bunch of fake stuff, 100%.
Let's go back. This guy sucks so bad. He's just showed up out of nowhere, and he's an expert on everything. He never looked into none of this shit prior to probably 2 years ago. He even admits like he just found out about Building 7. So this guy is, he's just reacting. He should really stop being a little bitch and look into Flat Earth. And first thing you need to look into, Kurt, is the P900 videos where it shows no curvature, where people have zoomed in to shit showing no curvature. All the laser tests over water that show no curvature, over frozen lakes never show no curvature. Learn the curvature formula. You probably don't even have a clue what the curvature formula is. Look into that. Look into the properties of water. Water is flat at rest. It's a fact of hydrostatics. So look into those things first. Then there's a bunch of other stuff like the Sagnet effect, Airy's failure, Michelson-Morley. the Bedford leveled experiment, Olber's paradox. Then you maybe check out Eric Dubé's 100 Proofs, because you don't know how to read. But if you can read King's Dethroned. Read that book. That's the best book that destroys the heliocentric model. Look into Venus at Night. Look into the Lovejoy comet. Look into It's Raining Diamonds on Uranus and Neptune. There's a bunch of shit, dude. Look at all the original Apollo 11 footage that is obviously done in a studio. Learn about lighting. Maybe go to the desert and shine a light on the mountains and see that you will not see all the mountains. You will not see the whole landscape with a little ass light in the fucking desert. So what do you think happened on the moon, you fucking idiot? But anyway, I'll play this.
This is made in 3D software. You can create a sphere, add texture, the vectors and the lighting, and
This we already know. And you can go on NASA's website and do it. And it's been like that for like 10 years. We all know this.
amateur can do this for $100. So imagine what NASA does with $25 billion
You could do it for free.
a year. So that's what he's saying.
I bet he's a flat Earth idiot. Now,
He sounds mad. He's a flat earth idiot. He sounds really triggered. That's funny.
a bunch of fake stuff, 100%. But why would they have to think? When he goes, "Can you see the stars in space?" And you turn to the other guy. If you're just lying, you would just go, "Yes," because everybody thinks you can see the stars in space. But what it means is they have a secret space program they haven't told you about.
And where's the proof of that? Where is any proof of that? There's no proof of that, fucking idiot. It's just like the NASA shit. If there is proof of it, it's all bullshit too, because none of us can confirm anything from space, bro. So you're gonna believe that shit, and like when you look into like the fake. Look, let me show you something. Hold on real quick. Let me turn this off real quick. I got a link to this shit. I have a link to the Secret Space Program conference. Hopefully I can find it real quick. Alright, I'll screen share again. Hold up. Alright, let me turn off this shit right here. Is it showing this shit? Alright. Everyone should check this out. If you don't know about this shit, it's pretty tight. But it's a lot of disinformation. The Avalon Library, it's a lot of conspiracy books and stuff like that. And then somewhere on here is like the Secret Space Program. There's a lot of shit on like all types of conspiracies, man. Not so much flat Earth though. Let me see if I can find secrets. I'll look up secret space. I don't know. The search isn't that great. Secret Space Program Conference. And notice everything under Secret Space is Coast to Coast AM, which I went over this many times in the past. Coast to Coast AM was run by the same company as Alex Jones. At a certain point, they kind of broke off from each other, and then that was run by some dude that sold gold. He had like a metal. The whole thing is like to sell you survival gear, to sell you gold and silver. It's a fear campaign to sell you some shit, some survival shit. That's all it is. Coast to Coast AM is just a bunch of gatekeepers talking about nonsense. Like, none of that shit is any good. If you look into anything connected coast to coast, it's just the same gatekeepers that, going back to Richard Hoagland, going back to the 70s, Von Doniken, Zechariah Sitchin wrote fiction books, and they quote his books as if they're true, and they're not. He never translated any Sumerian tablets ever, and Sumerian experts will tell you this. And this is basic shit, dude. But this is the type of guy right here that's going to tell you about the Anunnaki and Zechariah Sitchin and Richard, not Richard Hoagland. What's the other? Robert Hancock, right? Hancock. Ancient aliens and shit. Secret space programs. Nonsense, controlled nonsense that they want us to believe. That's what the secret space program is, dude. Coast to coast shit. So anyway, go to this shit. Secret space program. All it is all the UFO people. That's all it is, man.
To suffer through one more.
Jay Dyer, he's another clown. Waste of time. It's the same people.
I promise it'll be fun. Well, I can't promise that, but
yeah. It's just the same waste of time, people. And this fool thinks it's legitimate. And he's a noob that just showed up. And no one should listen to this guy at all. He sucks. Everything he's talking about.
And they don't tell you what's in space. They don't tell you that.
This guy's super animated and gay. It's annoying.
What happened? They don't tell you the distances of things that are correct. The moon might be twice the distance that they tell you it is. There's all kinds of explanations, and I keep seeing these people think like, well, there's no such thing as going to space. No, there is. It's just not for the public.
There is. How do you know, bro? Were you there? They don't appear to be able to penetrate past 62 miles. Richard Branson couldn't do it. You just believe it, bro. You see the fucking spaceship go up, curve into the ocean, and that's it, dude. And you believe it. You're fucking stupid.
Public. They militarized it some time ago.
So
Sure they did. Because where'd you get your info from? From Bob Lazar? Was it Joe Rogan?
this guy, here's concerned citizen again saying, Artemis 2 space hatch is designed to withstand 25,000 mile per hour speeds and 3,000 degrees.
Let's hear more of him freak out.
If anything public, is gonna be fake.
Well, yeah. So where do you get your information about the secret space program, bro? Where's that coming from?
What are all these? There's 10 scientists missing right now that study plasma physics and UA. Remember Trump said we're releasing the alien files? Well, they die more than rappers, the scientists. I don't know if you follow that story.
Scientists die because they don't do what they're told to do. That's why scientists are eliminated.
There's a huge number of them who were supposed to be in charge of bringing out shit that are missing. So there is.
Or maybe they just disappeared as part of their fucking job. You don't fucking know what happened to them. You're speculating, dude. But flat earthers, people that think the earth is flat, that think they're not on globe, they're the dumb ones. But you know what happened, right? You fucking know. You have the answers. Based on probably some fucking YouTube video you watched.
Something going on. What I keep saying for these people is, no, you can't get, there's no such thing as space. I'm just saying, if you're a flat earther, you're dumb.
No one says that. We say that what we're being told about space is bullshit. Just because you heard space is fake, you heard some gatekeeper like fucking Dave Weiss say space is fake, or whoever you heard, doesn't mean people think space is fake. We think we're being lied to what the fuck space is. And you're fucking generalizing people and grouping everyone together and being like, flat earthers are dumb. Straw man attack. And it's obvious, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. You suck, bro. Get the fuck out of here. No one cares about you. You fucking showed up like 2 years ago, and now you're an expert on conspiracies and shit.
Just because they're showing you fake shit doesn't mean they don't go to space. It means you don't get to know.
Okay, so here's this. So let's watch this, Kurt. Tell me what. Now, I'm not saying either. I don't know. I'm just showing you
Jimmy Dore is more legit, man. He doesn't know. He's saying he doesn't know. He doesn't know, and that's how you should be.
what people are saying.
I'm sure they fake NASA fake shit nonstop.
They stop
Of course they do.
nonstop.
It's militarized.
Did you know? Did you know that
It's part of the government. Of course, the government's not going to tell you the truth, bro.
when they showed the Neil Armstrong saying one small step for man, one giant, and he came off the. Did you know that they wouldn't give the reporters who were covering it at NASA the live feed? What they did was they projected it on a wall, and the reporters had to film the wall. And the reporters were like, "Why don't you just show me the real feed?" And they just wouldn't do it. So let's hear what this guy has to say.
So explain to me who took this video if there was only 4 of them in the ship.
Yeah, I don't care about that, dude. Let me see what else dumb shit this fool has to say.
It's like the Charlie Kirk shooting. All these decoy things, they want you to see that they're faking it. They want you to see it. Okay? What is the purpose of this? I don't know. But remember Gary McKinnon? He hacked the NSA.
Gary McKinnon is... The whole story about Gary McKinnon is bullshit, bro. If you think that shit is a real story... You think probably, what's his name? The guy that went to Russia? You think that guy? There's no whistleblowers, dude. There's only psyop stories that they tell us. Gary McKinnon did not find aliens by hacking into the government. That's a fucking story to make you believe the space story.
NSA way back when Obama was in office, the autistic guy, and he found the off-world officer list. Remember that?
So... because some hacker from the UK, supposedly, if it's not a total psyop to make people believe into space, maybe it's an intelligence thing, but they let him find that so that, you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things it could be. You don't know. You don't fucking know, bro. That is not the proof of any real shit, dude. If they didn't want us to know this shit, it would have never made it to the internet. But obviously it made it to the internet. So they want us to think, oh shit, there is aliens. Fucking stupid, dude. Funny that he hacked in. He found the aliens, but he has no pictures or videos. But he found the aliens because it said so on some fucking bullshit.
No.
Oh, yeah. Obama wanted him put away for life. Gary McKinnon, look it up.
So let's watch. Here's another one. Here's Freedom Me.
Yeah, Gary McKinnon looks like the Night Stalker. Anyway.
They're not even hiding it.
Gary McKinnon is a pointless rabbit hole that I guess he found recently. I knew about that how long ago was that? That was a long time ago. That was like fucking 8-10 years ago.
It anymore. This might be my favorite Artemis 2 conspiracy yet. They are straight.
Yeah, that's about all I want to hear from that guy. Super animated, and he just has something against flat earthers, and not like most people don't call themselves flat. For the sake of argument, I don't call myself a flat earther, but I ain't on a fucking globe. I don't believe that shit. And no one speaks for me. No one speaks for anyone. But why is he so fucking angry about these so-called flat earthers? Why is he so fucking angry about it? Why is he so animated about it? He super gets triggered over that shit, man. That's funny. Here, let me pull up that Gary McKinnon bullshit real quick. By the way, I was the one that first said Gary McKinnon looked like Richard Ramirez. and I was just fucking around. I don't really think they're the same person. But watch, let me show you the comparison. Where's that shit? There's Gary McKinnon. There's Richard Ramirez. Richard Ramirez. Gary McKinnon. They look a lot alike, but I don't think it's the same person. But I'm actually the first person to say it, and then later all these fake ass fools are like, it's the same guy. Let me see something. Try to get them together. It's totally not the same person because Richard Ramirez would be way older by now because he did that shit. Well, Richard Ramirez is dead now, I think. But hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna do a side by side of them. It's gonna be great. Ah, shit. It went too big. Hold up. Ah, that went too big. They look similar, but it's not the same guy. But anyway, when did that shit happen? In 2002 of penetrating the shit. Yeah, dude, I looked into this in like 2016 or something. It was a while ago. Like around the same time as Flat Earth, when I was into aliens and all that dumb shit, you know. Once you look into Flat Earth honestly, and you're honest with yourself, and you think about it logically, everything about space is like stupid, dumb shit, bro. You also gotta look into the sky, get a telescope, look at shit, look at what the stars really look like. That's what this fool's problem is. He hasn't looked into any of the shit. He's looked into none of it. Just type in what stars really look like. And,
Alright, y'all, this video blew my mind. It's a hand that seems to be mixing up a star. The constellation is...
yeah, I don't care about what that dude's saying, but that's a fucking star, dude. It's just lights. It's just lights in the sky. There's a bunch of videos that show it's just lights. And the people say, oh, it's out of focus. Dude, what the fuck is that? That's fucking lights, bro. It's just lights flicking around. It's not a solid object. We don't know what the fuck these things are, but we're told there's something, you know. And the same when you look into Venus, this fool hasn't looked into none of this shit. He accepts it. Oh, bro. And then they'll say like, well, they have better telescopes and all this other shit. Not really. There's not, like, when you're talking about millions of miles away, which Venus is millions of miles away, and then when you're talking about star distance, trillions of miles away, a light year is 5.9 trillion miles. The nearest star is what, 2 light years away or 1 point something? You're talking over 6 trillion miles away. Your P900 is no different from whatever NASA has when you're talking those distances. There's no difference, except they're doing some Photoshop or whatever. They're doing some type of shit to their images that they have. That's what's going on. But this is what they really are. They're just flashing lights. They're not solid things, man. So that whole thing like, oh, everything in the sky is round. No, it's not. It's some fucking flashing lights bullshit. We don't know what the fuck is up there, bro. We haven't gone up there. Richard Branson, he probably didn't even go as high as he did. Look into the X Prize. Look into Spaceship One or whatever. He did not go as far as he said he did, you know. After the person died. Anyway, man, if Kurt Metzger ever sees this, stop being a bitch, man. Wake the fuck up, man. I'm not against you, but right now you're just sad. You just suck. But I don't know, maybe that's what your job is, to straw man and do logical fallacies and sophistry like the rest of the influencers and shit, like Russell Brand, who else? All these other the people that like the Y-Files guy, who supposedly look into conspiracies, but not really, not flat Earth anyway. Look into the thing. Rewind this shit. Look into what I said. All the things I said to look into it before you speak on this shit. Before you fucking sound really stupid to everyone. But that's it. I'm gonna do a live stream like Sunday night. Hopefully I can get FaZe in here and we'll talk about some shit. But that's it for now. Peace. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play a song real quick.
We never went to the moon. The rockets are balloons. Videos of cartoons. AGI and Satelloons. Public of illiterate buffoons. Trust and plutocrat goons. We never went to the moon then. We never went to the moon now. light in the trampoline. Close horizon, obvious backlash. Rear projection with the rover. Dusty ground, but footprints. Firework display when they lift off. From Apollo 17, who recovered that footage. They say it was a remote camera, but then they shut it off. What kind of batteries that they have in 1969? No one questions the plot holes. Temperatures ranging from 1080 Fahrenheit to negative 10 Fahrenheit. But no one knows you size AC, no furnace in a spacesuit. Insulation and water running through it.